So it began about 6 years ago with a parishioner who came in and he had this idea. He was reading a book that inspired them to really look at who's in your church and who are you missing and who should be there that's not. And he said, we need to get to know the people that live around our church building. And so he said, I want to invite people in for coffee. And it was winter and we knew it was cold. And so he just opened it up. So started just with this small idea that has grown and been shaped by many people. And it just continues to be an incredibly organic, growing, spirit-led ministry. So I'm Reverend Erica Kozer. I am the pastor of Justice and Discipleship here at Centenary, and I oversee the Holy Grounds program, or breakfast ministry as we call it. First season, we probably had 5 to 10 men that came in and drank coffee. Nobody talked to each other. They all sat at their own little table and watched. We had TV on at that point, and they'd watch TV and read the newspaper. Well, the more we got to know them, the more we learned that many of them were hungry and were looking for, for something for breakfast. And so started serving muffins, just went with, whatever you could buy bulk at Sam's Club, that was easy. And then about 4 years ago, we hired a host, and she came in with her mom. And she said, well, why aren't we feeding a hot breakfast? We could feed a hot breakfast. And that was kind of how it started. We began to kind of bring in more food and understand more of what was going on, and it started to gain some traction. And people started coming more. And then we began to think about, well, hunger doesn't only happen in the winter, and we build this beautiful community, and then everybody's at a loss in the summer. And so why don't we take it 365 days a year? So it just has continued to organically grow and grow and grow to the point where now, on average, we serve between 80 and 100, 6 days a week. I think we learn every day, and different situations teach us different things every day. Everybody knows that they're important and that they're cared about, but at the very core of the ministry is an understanding that everybody is a child of God and everyone is treated with dignity. And when you start with that base, it really does make it a safe space. Really feeling like you're having breakfast with Jesus most mornings, which is incredible. And I love when people come back in after they've volunteered a couple shifts and begin to know people. I'm like, oh yeah, I saw, Johnny down the street and I said hi. And there's just that. We're not as isolated anymore. And there are friendships that are so unlikely and so unexpected and just beautiful and gorgeous. So I think just the greater good that we're able to do in the community, it's sort of this pebble, that pebble in a pond type of thing where the ripples just really cascade out. And that's been beautiful to watch and to see how that happens. There's a lot of grace that wraps around this ministry in many, many ways.